please explain just how optimistic are these wealthy individuals?
Yeah, it's pretty remarkable. So there's this UBS survey of about 5,000 very wealthy people, and 94% of them basically reckon 2020 is going to be an up year for their portfolio. So in the world of markets, that's pretty much as unanimous as it gets.
All right. So are we seeing this pretty much no matter where people are, or are the differences depending on geography?
So largely, it's pretty positive around the world. I mean, the US stands out as being the most positive. You go to Asia, people are expecting growth. Probably the one area or region where there's sort of a bit more pessimism would be in Latin America. And that's kind of driven by sort of the difficulties in Argentina at the moment. But if you look at Europe and America, despite a few sort of macro worries, they all seem to think, they've worked out how to make money this year.
All right, so how are they going to make money this year?
Well, it comes down to one thing, equity, basically.
Right.
At Davos recently, you had Ray Dalio saying, hey, cash is trash. And basically, that's what all the investors are saying is, you might have to stomach some volatility. You've already seen that this year with sort of the upswing from, say, the US-China trade deal, sort of maybe, and then recently the worries around the virus cutting that. But if you can stick with that volatility, people think, you're going to make a lot of money out of equities this year. Go overweight.
Does anyone have any worries, or is it just basically smooth sailing from here on out?
Well, 6% are sort of saying, hey, it's not going to be an up year. I think probably the thing to sort of caution this is, this is sentiment, right? This can change in a flash. So the last time UBS did this survey, something like 50% were thinking, we're a bit more pessimistic about 2020. So, I think if there's sort of a run of bad news, then like everything, the herd will change, and we'll be talking about something very different next time.
And going forward, what about emerging markets? I know that just among mainstream investors, that's been an area that people have been a little more optimistic about. Is it the same?
Yeah, again, that's sort of the advice coming out of this survey is look to emerging markets. That's, the idea is there'll be a lot of growth there, and assets there are much cheaper, particularly in comparison to, say, the US stock market.